Okay guys, today marks a very important and exciting day. We are actually going to start putting things back together. No more major tearing up. We've done all the demo, and now the part that I think is fun, when you start putting stuff back together, that's when it starts getting fun. So let me show you what we're gonna be looking at some today. This is our bathroom. It's not much of a bathroom right now. Pretty much everything was rotten and we needed to take it out. So today we're going to start putting things back together. So got to do a little bit of investigative work to try and figure out where we're going to put things and how we're going to put things. Our goal is to have our new finished floor level with this old floor here. So if you look down here, we're going to have a 2x8 joist running this way, and then on top of the 2x8 joist, it looks like there's about 3/4 inch to 1 inch wood subfloor, and then on top of that there's 3/4 inch finished hardwood flooring. So in here we're going to be putting in tile. So the tile is 1/4 inch, and then underneath that you've got the cement board, so that's 3/4 inch, so that's 1 full inch right there. So that should put us the same thickness as this. So we've just got to get this here measured so we can determine if that's 3/4 or 1 inch, and then we can start building. So what I've got here is this hardwood floor that we're going to restore in the rest of the house. And this is going to be under the new vanity in the bathroom, but it's all going to be tiled. So I need to, number one, to take this out. And then number two is I need to save this so that I can use it for little strips of repair when we're doing that. So I'm going to set you guys on the tripod over here and start tearing this out. Okay, so the first piece is always the hardest one to get out. And you gotta tear one out and see which way they're put in because they're tongue and groove. So as you can see, the tongue was on this side right here. And so this is the right way to tear them out. If I wasn't on the right side, I'd have to go to the other end and take them out that way. But this way, I can pull them out without ripping them up too bad. Just do that like 50 more times. All right, and so just like that, now all that wood that was down here is now over there on the floor, and we've got some pieces we can use when we're doing our repair work. Now all we got to do is come back through here and take out all these finish nails, and that'll be about done. Something interesting, I don't think I pointed it out at any point in time, but when you get underneath the house, in most places in the United States, you find dirt, but not so much here in Galveston. This is all sand. My whole house is built on sand. You know what they say, foolish man builds his house upon the sand, but I guess that's what insurance is for in Galveston, because we don't have anything but sand. Now that is exciting stuff, the first board that we put back in the house. Okay. Okay, here's a little update. We got most of the floor in. We just got one little piece left, and this is what it takes to do all this work. We've got tools over here, we got tools over there, compressor. Of course, we got Casey, can't do anything without him. And a level and jacks, pry bars, sawzall, tape measures. It takes a lot of stuff to get this all done. But we got one more piece to put in, and we'll have a new floor. Okay, here it is, completed floor. Got the last piece in. It isn't nailed down yet. We aren't gonna nail it down yet because the plumbers will need access to get in there and do all their plumbing and piping stuff. So we've just got it in place for now, but one finished floor today. So I'll go through it with you. Remember, we're gonna tear down these two walls right here, and this is a load-bearing wall. So we've got to put a beam in the attic, an Anthony power beam. It's going to be 30 feet long and like 7 by 12. Not only do we have to get that up there, but the engineer says, come on over here, guys. Remember all this flooring that we did yesterday over here? So the engineer is now saying that in this corner right here, we need to take up our new flooring and take out the pier that's there and pour a new concrete pier underneath the house. And then do the same thing over here. This post right here to have a new footing, a pier done, so we'd have to break out the concrete. Well, the problem with this side is I don't think the engineers know or remember that this was the original garage. As I get down in here, you can see here's the old garage floor right here. And then over here, you've got the original foundation of the house. So they're telling us that they want us to tear out the original foundation and pour a new one. And I'm thinking they don't know that. It's the original side of the house, and it should be powerful enough to hold, strong enough to hold this whole thing up. Oh, and another thing I forgot to tell you guys about, since we're gonna take these walls out and put this beam in here, now the engineer says that after we get the beam in, we've got to come back here and sister in 2x6s across here to give this extra support. What that means is now we have to tear out all this ceiling that we saved. What do you think of that, Desmond?
This hard work, but I'm ready.
It's like a house of cards. Yeah. It always costs more and takes longer.
I'm sure I can build a house now.
Yeah. It would probably be easier to build one than it is to tear it down and then rebuild it. So today, guys, we kind of thought maybe we were done with demo, but we're not. So we've got an issue here, so we're gonna have to take this flooring out so that we can give the engineers a real good idea of what's going on over here. And then we've got to take this ceiling out in this master bath as well. So back to demo work.